Well, then, first of all, thank you for hosting us here. It's a pleasure for us to be in this office. And
Pleasure for me. That's honored.
yes. To start with, we haven't seen Tema for such a long time. We haven't been in a country, and we are also very curious how this company is developed among the years that we haven't seen technically. But let's, if you could have a bigger focus on the last 1 or 1.5 years, that would be the proper footprint that you could give.
First of all, it's very nice what you're telling me. We want to grow like never before. Because the opportunities are so many today. Past 2 years, we have done a lot in export and import substitution. So, and most of our revenue has come from exports. And we have concentrated on FPSOs. In fact, we were the first company to make heat exchangers for FPSO. This was a joint arrangement between Toyo and Petrobras.
Okay.
And that was many years ago. And we would like to do something new all the time. When we got that opportunity, I said, my God, FPSO, whatever it means, the storage of this and that, but it means a floating refinery, basically. And the floating refinery, the very idea of floating refinery and to do with the corrosion that is there, not only in the water that you use and things like that, it's very, very challenging.
Right.
And then the crude that it collects, it's also very challenging. So the equipment that you need, I'm very fortunate that we got our hands on it, and we designed the best way. And we were awarded the order because of our process design, our thermal designs, rather, thermal design.
Okay.
And they said, can you? I said, yes, we justified for everything. And we've got that first order. We were the first to get.
Right.
And I also know that they're functioning very well, because you see, when we produce something, when we sell something, we own that. We own everything we sell. Because the sense of ownership has to be there.
Right.
Only then you want to know what exactly is happening to that equipment.
Right.
And when you know what exactly is happening to the equipment, you will learn a lot in the process.
Yeah. Ongoing testing, right?
And our job is to keep we want to make exchanges abuse-proof.
Okay.
Not only foolproof.
Yeah.
Nothing can happen to them. And that's how it has been. All our heat exchangers are working, the most critical ones are working in all the refineries everywhere throughout the world. There's not the most critical ones that I'm talking about, high pressure, high temperature, highly corrosive, hazardous. Okay, she brings carbon into the picture, so I'm talking about hydrocarbons, the deadliest of the carbons, hydrocarbons. Dirty service.
Okay.
So when the service is dirty, it needs unbuttoning, it needs cleaning, and that's where the engineering lies.
Right.
Now with this threat of, they want to make it absolutely foolproof, we have made it and we have patented it. What it is block carb. There are no joints. There are no visible joints. So where will it leak from? Nowhere. All joints are internal.
Wow.
It's pressure from shell side, tube side.
Okay.
So your things are only subjected to partial pressure.
Right.
Differential pressure. Differential pressure. So they get cheaper, lighter, much more efficient, and completely leak-proof.
Is that a unique?
And then the question, sorry.
No.
The question that you'll ask, what about the shell leaking into tube? Tube side, shell side, tube side.
Yeah.
You see, heat exchangers are partitioned like that. Basically, what are heat exchangers? They are heat transfer equipment, and then shell and tube type is the one which has got tubes in one of the fluids in the tube, and the other fluid which is to be cooled or heated on the shell over the outside the tube. This is inside the tube, that's outside. So they have to be partitioned throughout, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when the joint happens over there, there's another partition which is tube sheet to this joint, and then tube sheet to the other part joint.
Right.
And the bolting is all internal. So basically, the question would be, then what about the leakage from one side to the other?
Yeah.
So this is where the expertise lies, and we have made it 99.99% leak-proof.
Ah.
All our joints of internal or whatever they are, they're that much.
Wow.
Then you will say, okay, heat exchanger is built and there's no exterior bolting and all, so there's no joint. So where the question, all the leakage is inside.
So that's
You
why
follow?
you're seeing like you see the demand not only from India, but you mentioned that exports are the major part of your revenue. So
that is not owing to this.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the thing with your questions demand. That's all. I'm just answering those.
Yeah, no
but
problem.
the export is due to so many other factors. We are not discussing that at the moment. But
Right.
I would go by what your question is, and that is to do with. And one of your questions says very clearly, you probably haven't asked me that question, but it's so prominent, that question, so that I'm answering that, and that is with this carbon thing, decarb, block carb, So your question could again be is, okay, you made the exchanger foolproof, but what about the nozzles?
Right.
There's a joint there.
Yeah.
Right.
What about that? Fitting into another pipe joint. That is where we have got our RedLock.
Okay.
Oh, that is, you wanted to know what we have done now for future with RedLocks.
RedLock.
Yeah, RedLock. And the RedLock we have presented to ASME in PVP. So, and it is true that we have got the authority, it has gone into the magazine, where this RedLock is preferred to any other thing.
You see.
Yeah.
And that is implemented to all of your markets right now, the RedLock, or it's only focused on some?
No, it's a universal thing, not only for this, anywhere in the pipeline is used. Yeah, it's a good product.
Okay.
Good product, and we have to really go after it. And how do we go after it is what we have decided. Okay, this is a very recent thing that we've added.
Look, I'm curious also about on that side, because you're saying that you're outstanding in a sense with a lot of innovations and technologies that are reducing, in terms of carbon footprint, in terms of leakages, for example. Like, how do you see the competitive market in India and also abroad, because you're also expanding?
A very difficult subject with the tariff war that's going on and things like trade things that's going on. It's very difficult to answer that question. But what we have to do is our job, and that we have to produce something of very high quality and at a very low price. And also it has to be abuse proof.
Okay.
So that maintenance becomes very easy. That's our job. Now, if we make something which others don't make, what others make, is no point making and getting into that, because they're already making. So that competition is not in my nature. I like to do something which
Innovative
is not
mindset.
being made.
Right. I see.
That's my interest. Other people will answer this question totally in a different
Basically,
way.
you stand out with always coming up with something new, other than strengthening the others that are on the market.
Yeah, that's what interests me, because otherwise what you have done, and that kind of marketing is done by a whole lot of people.